I see that your dough recipes are always in grams. Why do you recommend weighing out your ingredients instead of using measuring cups and tablespoons? This is a huge question, and this for me is very important for all of you. If you're still using what are called volumetric measurements, meaning that you're using measuring cups and tablespoons and all that sort of thing, there's a lot of variance in the way that the weight comes out when you're done. For example, if you scoop a cup of flour and pour it onto a scale, that number will have a variance between one day to another. You won't always scoop the same exact weight. This is why I prefer to use all of my ingredients by weight. I personally prefer to use the metric system. Number one, because this is the way I learned. When I went to school in Italy and learned baking and pizza, it was really enforced into my head on the metric system. It's so easy to measure in grams because you have a very specific number. Instead of measuring, let's say, 10 and a third ounces or 10 point some decimal, it's a lot easier to tell somebody, I need to get 1,000 grams of whatever ingredient as compared to 2.2 pounds. This is the reason why I would suggest start working in the metric system, number one. But if you haven't started weighing your ingredients, I'm going to tell you you're doing it wrong. And if you want to be like all the cool kids, start doing it now. Digital scales are very, very cheap on the market. I just purchased a digital scale that has two different scales all in one. One for larger measurements that my scale will actually get me up to about 25 pounds on the large one. And then there's a small gram scale right next to it, which I can get up to a little over 1 kilo or 1,000 grams on the side scale. So it's very convenient, very compact, very cheap. I want to say that I spent under $40 for that particular scale on Amazon.